Hello, my name is Daniel Pamp. I'm a teacher at Gulvik School in Malmö Stad, which is a school for preschool class up to 6th grade. I've been working there for 2.5 years. At the moment, I'm teaching in 5th and 6th grades, and my subjects are the physics, chemistry, biology, technology, and mathematics. I'm also working at the school as an ICT developer, which I've been doing for almost a year now. And as an ICT developer, I'm in charge of using technology in a meaningful way in the classroom, helping the other teachers on how they can use new technology to enhance their education and make the students more, they get deeper understanding how technology works, and hopefully it will help them enhance their skills in the different subjects where we use them. I've also, for the last 1.5 years, leading a project where I'm trying to teach, where I'm teaching my students on how to program and know how programming works. It all began with a couple of students, 5th grade students, came and asked me if I knew how animation and programming worked, and I couldn't just turn them down and say no, I really don't. So I enrolled for a course at the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm. Just a small introduction course in programming in the Python language, to help me understand how programming works, so I could teach it to my students. And I found different pages on the internet where we could begin using and learning and how to know how to program, and I had to find a way to make it meaningful for them as well. So this is the school I'm working on. I just found a picture on Google Maps, thought it would be interesting to see. It's a bit colder at the moment. Back to the subject. We began with Scratch, which is a pretty famous language, I guess. Very good way to get into programming. And this is actually a project 3 of my students made last fall, where they had this, they made this penguin that could jump, and some easy animations. Still, much better than I could have done. As you can see, it's a pretty developed code they have written, which is, in my opinion, pretty impressive considering they're 6th graders now. And this is part of a small teachers hack we had, where we invited students from the school could come and program something, and then I had some PhD students from the University of London who came, and they were working with programming, so they could help my students on how to develop their own programming. It was a way to me to, I saw it as a way to have the students get a connection to higher education, and I think it went pretty well, actually. And still trying to get another another hackathon, so called, this spring, but we'll see. So we began with Scratch, went pretty well, but the thing was I only had 15 students or so, and I wanted pretty much everyone to try this, because I think a lot of students don't really know what programming is and how much they can do with it before they tried it. So I began with some extra courses using code.org, which is a great way to get into programming. And as you can see, this is some of my students in 5th grade where we're working at the moment, and they have these different tasks to complete, which will give them some, they know what they can do, and they develop their programming skills and logical thinking, which I think will improve their understanding about the other subjects as well. I think it's went pretty well. As you can see, I've got a couple of students in here, different courses, different grades. So not grades, perhaps more like different difficulties, I guess. And the students, well, most of them really enjoy it, and I've actually got even more students taking part of these courses now, and a lot of more. Well, my students are getting more into programming and understanding how technology works on a deeper level. So this programming project got me into another more, I guess more advanced project in a way, because we enrolled in a project which has early been tested in Barcelona and Latin America, which is creative technologies. They're using Arduino blocks, microcontrollers, where you build your own robots, machines, and then you're going to program them and make them different. They're supposed to make different tasks, and you get pretty good understanding when you see what it is. And my students are the youngest students in Sweden that's taking part in this, and we're going to we are going to be a part of a science fair in May, where we are going to compete, I guess, with high schoolers and junior high schools, where my students and the students from other schools are going to make their own projects with these Arduino cards, and they're going to present them, and they're going to be this jury from Arduino, I guess, and other parts of the University of Malmö. So they're going to show their skills in a way that I think will be very meaningful for them, and they will see that the things they do in school also has a connection to what happens outside of school. My philosophy as a teacher is a lot about making what they work with in school something graspable, so they can feel that there's some meaning in all their hard work in school. My hope is that I give them such a good, I guess basis, I can call it, a ground to stand on and to work from, so that they can achieve what they want to achieve when they grow older. Because I think it's pretty hard for them when they're in 5th and 6th grade to really know what they want to do. But if I, as a teacher, has given them the right resources and the help they need to be able to do what they want to do when they grow older, and then when they finish junior high and they're applying into high school and to the universities, they have this deeper understanding back from when they were in 5th and 6th grade, or even younger as well. I can just compare it to when I'm teaching in physics and we talk about why is the sky blue. Often it's just not about finding the right answer for that and talking about different wavelengths of light and why it works in such a way, but we're trying to widen the understanding, connecting it with other parts of science, technology, even mathematics. And actually we have a lot of projects where we're working to get an understanding how people saw this in different subjects like history. So how did the knowledge, or the knowledge of the lack of knowledge, I guess, about how wavelengths works for light affect people back in the days, which gives my students a connection between the different subjects, and in the end I think it will give them a deeper understanding of how things works, and they will have a journey for knowing more. They want to develop their own understanding, their own skills in the different subjects. So that's something I'm working hard for. I really want them to feel that okay, my teacher just gave me some tools to work with, and with these tools I can achieve pretty much anything I want to. It's hard sometimes, because I tend to sometimes have the issue with perhaps making it a bit too complicated. But my students has actually taught me a lot about that, and made me understand on how I could take harder subjects, more difficult subjects, and break them down to something more graspable for them, something they can understand, and something they can explain to others too. Because as a teacher, my philosophy, one of my philosophies, I guess, is this contract you have with generations, where you talk. Well, my teachers back when I was in 5th and 6th grades taught me on how things worked, and I guess I'm giving more. Well, I'm giving some of that back to my students today, and when they grow old, they will give it back to my kids, I guess, or future generations. So this contract between generations is something I as a teacher feels very strong for. I mean, it's something I think is very important, and that's why I really want my students to succeed too, because I really think that we have to strive for achieving a better society for each generation, I guess, to not reach that kind of decline. And well, I guess in a way every generation should have a more deeper understanding and more knowledge, I think. So back to why I'm using this programming to teach my students. So this project we had with creative technologies in Arduino, they're using modules. So they're beginning with learning on how to program in a version of Java called processing. And this is the first program. Let's see, here it is. This is the first program they made, and as you can see, it seems a bit difficult to begin with, but since it's split into different parts, I began with teaching them how variables worked, what these commands did, like void setup. I explained it as you're making a backdrop, papers you have to write on, and then you void draw, you have to draw something on that background. So I taught them about how you change variables. I might have skipped what the sign function is. In my opinion, it's pretty good that they've seen it already, but I'm not sure we should. Well, I guess they'll get back to it in junior high school, I guess. At least they've seen it when they're 6th grade, so that's pretty good. And then what happens when you change the different colors and the grid system. So we just had X and Y variables when we used in the grid system in mathematics, which is pretty good because we had to use it here as well. So we made this program that let them, just a simple, easy drawing program. But it was very good introductions to my students. As you can see, the diameter of the circle changes, the color changes, and we could all talk about it while looking at this code, and we had a great discussion with it. So something that could seem pretty difficult to begin with, when we break it down and make it more understandable, we get I guess the whole class, all the students get a common understanding of what we're doing, and they're improving their knowledge out of it. The next part of this project, let's see here, will be, and we haven't begun with this yet because this is on the 3rd week we're working with it. They're going to make, I've split them into 6 different groups, and you're having 1 project each. And this project, I guess, will take 3 weeks or so. And as you can see, they're going to build this little basketball game where they're going to use different sensors, as you can see here. Here we got the light sensor, which senses if it's how much light it is, and then it sends the signal back, and Arduino board sends the signal and plays, lights and diodes, LEDs. And this is the first part of connecting programming with something physical. I've done this earlier, back when we used Scratch, by using this kind of, it's called a makey, which in a way is a lot like an Arduino board, just a bit more, less complicated, I guess, less advanced. I shouldn't use the word complicated. So I tried to teach my students on how they could connect the physical world to a more abstract world. The abstract world meaning in this case programming. The physical world is the part where we can interact with something with our hands, and well, we can feel it more in a way. So I had this dishwasher glove, put some aluminum, some quizzes, and well, I'm just going to show you what happens when using this aluminum glove, white dishwasher. Well, this instrument, I guess. Music was never my greatest subject, but I thought I could cheat in a way. And here it is. I'm just going to put up the right programs. Down with that. Okay. So there we go. So I'm going to try to play "Ode to Joy" by Beethoven here. I've done it before. This is something I use to show my students on how they could do something really fun with some technology, I guess. That's why I'm making this video, so you can see why I'm so interested in being a part of taking part of the course at Stanford to transforming teaching and learning with technology. So let's see if I can pull this off. There we go. Okay, nope. I guess this. Oh, yes. There we go. Just missed the key. Okay. Let's. Almost. Well, I guess it's good enough. So I had my students make different kinds of instruments, like this dishwasher glove. They could paint with their pencils on a piece of paper, and well, you can do pretty much anything. Some students had fill the glasses with water, and when you put your and then put their metal spoon or metal fork into water, and you put your fingers in the water, you had the same closed circuit, so you had the same result as I had in my glove here, which made them get this understanding of how technology, how programming, how music in this special case worked all together. Which is why I want to. This is something I want to develop. I want to have more of the science, technology, engineering, arts, and music in my classroom. And that's why I really want to be a part of this course at Stanford. So I can transform my teaching more, develop my teaching more, and develop the learning more. With the help from technology. I'm really looking forward to hear from you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I hope I can see you soon. Thank you.